class 12th mathematics CBSE. In this fifth part of the vector algebra, we will learn about the cross product or the vector product of two vectors. Okay, we have already learned about the vectors, that is meaning of vectors, then its representation of vector, magnitude of vector and angle between two vectors, and then dot product or the scalar product of vector. Today we will learn about the cross product or the vector product of two non-zero vectors, its meaning as well as some of the properties it have. Okay, so let us first define the vector product. What does mean by the vector product? So first of all, consider we are talking about vector product or the cross product. Okay, vector product or cross product of two non-zero vectors. So let A vector and B vector are any two non-zero vectors. Non-zero vectors. Okay. Then its cross product is denoted as A vector cross B vector. Okay, A vector cross B vector, and is defined as, means this is equals to the magnitude of A vector, magnitude of B vector, sine of theta and n cap. Okay, now this A vector, B vector and sine theta is the scalar quantity, means is the magnitude of A vector cross B vector. Okay, and n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to the plane of A vector and B vector. Okay, and this decide the direction of A vector cross B vector. Okay, and this makes A vector cross B vector a vector quantity. Okay, this direction n cap makes the A vector cross B vector a vector quantity. That is why we said it a vector product. Okay, we said it a vector product, and as we are using the symbol cross, we are using the symbol cross for the multiplication or for the product of two vectors. That is why we say that it is cross product. Okay, so it is cross product as well as vector product. Cross product because we are using the cross for the multiplication or the product of two vectors, and this is vector quantity. The result of A vector cross B vector is vector quantity. That is why we say it is vector product. Okay, now we will discuss some of the properties of the vector product or the cross product. Okay, so first of all, A vector and B vector, both vectors are non-zero vectors, means these vectors are not zero vectors. Vector A vector and B vector are non-zero vectors. First property is vectors A vector and B vector are non-zero vectors. Okay, I mean to say that for zero vectors cross product is not defined. For zero vectors cross product is not defined. Okay, means second property is for zero vectors. Zero vectors means either A vector or B vector or both A vector and B vector equals to 0. Cross product is not defined. Cross product is not defined. Okay, and third property is that if theta is equals to 0 vector, if theta is equals to 0, means angle between two given vectors. Angle between two given vectors is 0. That is, they are collinear or they are parallel. Okay, if theta equals to 0, that is vectors are collinear or parallel vectors. Then a vector cross b vector is equals to magnitude of a vector, magnitude of b vector, sine of 0 degree and n cap, and this is equals to magnitude a vector, magnitude b vector into 0 is equals to 0. Okay, means a vector cross b vector is equals to a vector cross b vector equals to 0, implies that a vector is parallel to b vector. Okay, a vector is parallel to b vector, implies that a vector cross b vector equals to 0. So this statement is vice versa statement. Vice versa statement means if a vector cross b vector equals to 0, this implies vectors are parallel vectors. Or if vectors are parallel vectors, then a vector cross b vector is equals to 0. Okay, so now the next property of the cross product or vector product of two vectors is now we will represent a vector cross b vector in terms of its components. Okay, means a vector cross b vector in terms of components. Okay, means we will represent a vector cross b vector in terms of components. Now one more property of the cross product of two vectors, that is the multiplication of, means cross product of the unit perpendicular vectors. Students, we know that I cap, j cap and k cap. I cap, j cap and k cap, these are three unit perpendicular vectors along the positive x-axis, positive y-axis and positive z-axis. Okay, and now we will discuss the cross product of these three unit perpendicular vectors, that is I cap into I cap cross I cap or I cap cross j cap. Okay, so first of all this is next property, that is I cap cross I cap is equals to I cap cross I cap equals to magnitude of I cap sine of theta and angle between I cap and I cap, that is 0 degree, so sine of 0 degree n cap. Okay, now this is equals to 1 into 0, so I cap cross I cap is equals to 0. Similarly j cap cross j cap equals to 0 and k cap cross k cap is equals to 0. Okay, now the cross product between I cap and j cap. So I cap cross j cap equals to magnitude of I cap magnitude of j cap sine of 90 degree and n cap. Okay, now this is equals to 1 into sine 90 is also 1 n cap. So this is equals to n cap. N cap means is the unit perpendicular vector to I cap and j cap, and unit vector perpendicular to I cap and j cap is k cap. Okay, so this is equals to k cap. Okay, so I cap cross j cap is equals to k cap, and similarly j cap cross k cap is equals to I cap, and k cap cross I cap is equals to j cap. Okay, so remember these 6 results. these 6 result I cap cross j cap equals to j cap cross k cap equals to and k cap cross I cap equals to j cap. Okay, now A vector cross B vector is equals to the magnitude of A vector, magnitude of B vector and sin theta and n cap. N cap is the unit perpendicular vector to the A vector and B vector. Okay, now we are changing the direction. We are changing the direction means we are finding a B vector cross A vector and B vector cross A vector equals to magnitude of B vector, magnitude of A vector sin theta, and now we have changed the direction. So n cap is equals to minus n cap. N cap will also change its direction. Okay, so minus n cap, and this is equals to minus magnitude of A vector, magnitude of B vector sin theta n cap. Okay, and this one is this means B vector cross A vector is equals to minus A vector cross B vector. Okay, when we change the order of the vectors in cross product or vector product, the amount will be same but sign will change. That is A vector cross B vector equals to minus B vector cross A vector. So when we apply this result here, we will have j cap cross I cap equals to minus k cap and k cap cross j cap equals to minus I cap, and similarly I cap cross k cap equals to minus j cap. Okay, now using all these results, we will draw another property, or what we can say, we will convert A vector cross B vector in terms of components. Okay, so converting A vector cross B vector in terms of components. Converting A vector cross B vector in terms of components. So A vector cross B vector in terms of components, very important to learn. A vector cross B vector in terms of components. Okay, so A vector equals to A1 I cap plus B1 j cap plus C1 k cap, and B vector is equals to A2 I cap plus B2 j cap plus C2 k cap. Okay, let A vector and B vector are having the component A1 B1 C1 and A2 B2 C2. Okay, now A vector cross B vector is equals to A vector cross B vector equals to A1 I cap plus B1 j cap plus C1 k cap cross A2 I cap plus B2 j cap plus C3 k cap. Okay, now this is equals to A1 into A2 I cap cross I cap. Okay, plus A1 into B2 I cap cross j cap plus A1 into A1 C3 A1 C2 into I cap cross k cap. Okay, just follow the direction. As direction have important role in cross product. Okay, so this one is the product of A1 with all these. Now B1 will multiply all these three. So plus B1 A2 j cap cross I cap plus B1 B2 j cap cross j cap plus B1 C2 j cap cross k cap, and then lastly C1 k cap will multiply all these. So C1 A2 k cap cross I cap plus C1 B2 k cap cross j cap plus C1 C2 k cap cross k cap. Okay, so this is the multiplication of this. Now Now we will use the product of or the cross product of the three mutual perpendicular unit vectors. Okay, that is I cap cross I cap equals to 1, similarly equals to j cap cross j cap equals to k cap cross k cap, and I into j equals to k and j into k equals to I and k into I equals to j. Okay, and j into I is equals to minus k into j is equals to minus I, and lastly I into k is equals to minus j cap. Okay, using these results here, this term and this term will be equals to 0, as I into I, j into j and k into k equals to 0. Okay, now a1 into b2 I cap cross j cap equals to k cap, so this is k cap, plus a1 into c2 I cap cross k cap equals to minus j cap, plus b1 into a2 j cap cross I cap means minus k cap, plus b1 into c2 j cap cross k cap equals to I cap, plus c1 a2 and k cap cross I cap j cap, plus c1 b2 and k cap cross j cap that is minus I cap. Okay, and all other three terms are equals to 0. So this is equals to, this one is k cap, taking k cap as common we will have, taking I cap as common we will have b1 c2 minus b2 c1 into I cap, plus taking j cap as common, taking minus j cap as common we will have a1 c2 minus a2 c1 plus k cap, taking k cap as common a1 b2 minus a2 b1 k cap. Okay, so we are having this product, this result in regarding the product of a vector and b vector. Okay, now this product can be put in the form of determinant, and this is equals to finally I cap j cap k cap a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2. Okay, so this is the cross product of a vector and b vector, or the representation of a vector cross b vector in terms of a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2, that is the components of a vector and b vector. Okay, now we will learn about the geometrical representation of the cross product of two non-zero vectors. Okay, so let this is a vector. Okay, a vector in magnitude. This is a vector OA, and this one is b vector OB. Okay, so taking a vector and b vector as adjacent side of parallelogram, construct a parallelogram first. So form a parallelogram. This is parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram OABC. OABC is a parallelogram. Now this angle is theta. Okay, we are drawing a perpendicular from B, that is BL. BL is the perpendicular from the point B on the vector A vector. Okay, now this is BL. Okay, now we will find sine theta. Sine theta equals to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So for theta, BN is the perpendicular, and hypotenuse is the OB. So OB implies that BN equals to OB sin theta. OB sin theta means BN is equals to OB. OB is magnitude B vector in length, so equals to multiply by sin theta. So Bn equals to magnitude B sin theta. Okay, now let us have the cross product of two vector. A vector cross B vector is equals to magnitude of A vector, magnitude of B vector, sin theta n cap. Okay, so this is equals to A vector cross B vector equals to magnitude A vector. Magnitude A vector is OA into magnitude B sin theta. Magnitude B sin theta n cap. So A vector cross B vector equals to OA into, or simple multiplication, OA into magnitude B sin theta. Magnitude B sin theta is equals to BL into n cap. Okay, and this is equals to OA into BL. OA is the base of the parallelogram and BL is the height of the parallelogram. So this is base into height and multiplying direction. Having the direction n cap. And base into height is the area of parallelogram. So area of parallelogram n cap. And due to this n cap, this area of parallelogram is the vector area of parallelogram. Okay, so magnitude of A vector cross B vector is equals to magnitude of area of parallelogram n cap, and value of n cap, magnitude of n cap is 1. So area of parallelogram is equals to magnitude of A vector cross B vector. Okay, so area of parallelogram equals to magnitude of A vector cross B vector. So what does A vector cross B vector is representing? A vector cross B vector is representing the vector area of the parallelogram. Vector area of the parallelogram, or area of parallelogram is represented by the magnitude of A vector cross B vector. Okay, so this is the vector area of parallelogram. Vector area of parallelogram. Okay, so A vector cross B vector is representing the vector area of parallelogram, and magnitude of A vector cross B vector is representing the amount or the quantity of the area of parallelogram. Okay, now by using this formula, or by using the area of parallelogram, we can find the area of triangle having the adjacent side A vector and B vector. Okay, but this is the area of parallelogram having A vector and B vector as its adjacent sides. Okay, now area of triangle having A vector and B vector as its adjacent sides. So area of triangle area of triangle having A vector and B vector as its adjacent sides. So area of triangle equals to area of triangle OAC. Area of this triangle OAC is equals to half of the area of parallelogram OABC. area of triangle OAC is equals to half of the area of parallelogram A vector cross B vector. Okay, so by the geometrical representation of the cross product of vector, we can find the area of triangle as well as the area of parallelogram having adjacent sides A vector and B vector. Okay, so this is